house was built like 50 years ago, and the guy that lived there was a hoarder, and his parents were paying the mortgage, and there used to be a really tall fence around the house, and stuff was like stacked up all the way to the fence, waiting on the fence, and his car that used to be parked in front was full of garbage, and there was only an area caved out for the driver to sit in. I found out that somebody got toxic mold poisoning in their Airbnb rental, and Airbnb said that since they hadn't taken a mold sample and had it tested by a laboratory, they couldn't refund any of their money. So I'm going to go down to the funky basement with some Q-tips and some baggies and take some mold samples, so that doesn't happen to me. Please come down here.
Oh my god, it smells so bad.
No, I know. Shine the light over here while I get some samples of this water and some Q-tips. I'm gonna get a few more because I don't know how many samples I'll need. So these are gonna be the dirty water samples. And don't worry, I'm gonna triple bag these before they go in the car with us. And over here, can you shine the light right over here in this corner? There's going to be the moldy wood sample.
Oh god, I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice just a bit.
I know, I'm just going to go like this around this moldy wood here and get a sample of whatever's on it.
You even have an outlet for...
Which is black.
For lights down
as
here.
you can see.
Are you sure the water's not coming from over here? Because it, sorry, looks like the source of the water is coming from one of these leaky pipes.
Wherever the water is coming from, I now have samples of it.
Hold on, easy dial. What is this?
I don't know.
Manual, clear, rain delay. Oh, it's for their outside water.
Water can be coming from outside, inside, anywhere. Please, let's just get out of here.
Okay.
Actually, give me my phone. I've taken off one of my gloves.
There's their old water pump, I think. Right there.
I think what they did in this house is really bad. I think they put new subfloor from underneath without fixing the plumbing. You can see where the plumbing is leaking through. And then as you can see here, you can see it really clearly right here. They sandwiched in the old subfloor between this new subfloor that they attached from underneath. See that? And then they put the new hardwood flooring on top of the old nasty subfloor. That is why this house smells so moldy. And also, try to close the door and show me the hinge. The hinge is connected to the old rotten subfloor, so if you just try to close it, it doesn't close because it's basically not connected because it's rotted right there and right there.
Oh, damn penny.
Oh wow. Alright, please actually close it correctly. Thank you. I am going to bag my mold samples and then take a quick shower because I'm wearing the clothes I wore yesterday and because I was down there in that dirty basement, and then we're going to check out. But I did find out some interesting history of this house and how it got this way. I feel pretty nasty after going down to that basement, so I'll tell you about it after I take a shower. Alright people, it is checkout time. We are leaving this Airbnb. It was nice staying here other than the mold. At least the mold wasn't nearly as bad as my house. I would like to point out something about the floor, how slanted it is. It's very slanted. It's like a downhill slope right there. And one of my favorite features about the kitchen is this drawer that you can't open without hitting a doorknob.
What'd you do with the Gatorade?
It's in his bottle. That's what's in his bottle, Gatorade.
Bottle of water.
It's in the car already.
Okay,
Just
sorry.
go start the car. I'll be right out after I pee. Because I am pregnant, I have to pee before leaving. So I'm going to pee before leaving. And I'm going to really quickly get a video of the house to prove we didn't trash it or anything. Here's the master bedroom and bathroom. There's the washer and dryer. All of our dirty towels are in that laundry hamper. Here's the little bathroom. Here's one of the little bedrooms. Here's the second little bedroom. Some towels we didn't use. I like that painting, by the way. And here is outside. As you can see, it is left clean and neat. There's no mess or anything like that. Looks good. I'd like to point out something I really like. This really old destroyed brick. It's really actually very beautiful. It's a little bit rough on the feet if you're barefoot, but beautiful. I have just peed. I am leaving. All of the doors are locked. The stove is off. This knob is funny, like one of the knobs on my old stove. It's not straight when it's turned off. The dishwasher is running with the rest of our dishes in it. That door is locked. And I am leaving after I grab my sunglasses. All right, people, I'm leaving. I'm gonna enter the code in to lock the doors now. I will tell you a little bit more about this house and the history of how it got this way while we're in the car, because it's like 1 minute past checkout time right now. All right, let's go to the car. Oh, before we go to the car, I want to get a video of the driveway and how it ends. See, it ends at a curve. We never did something like those people did over there, putting a slope down at the end of their driveway. So as you can see, this so-called provided parking spot can and will damage your car. That's all I'm going to say before we get into the car. I will tell you what I found out about the interesting history of this house and how it got this way later. And as we are leaving, something is going on. There appears to be some kind of photo or video shoot going on right over there. There's somebody who looks like she may be a supermodel. How very interesting. Supermodels having pictures taken on the streets of Sacramento. In the middle of a neighborhood, no less. Now they're walking down this way. Yeah, they're people. They're filming a video too. Hi. Okay, that guy was looking at me really strangely when he realized I was videotaping. My boyfriend has arrived with a plastic fork and some ice cream because they're filming some kind of video with a woman who looks like a supermodel in this neighborhood. Oh, they're coming around to the other side of the car now. That's great. We're going to get a great view of them as we go by. You did lock the door again, right?
I did.
You have your phone, right?
No. There's some lady doing her daily vlog back there.
I don't know if it's her daily vlog or some kind of special thing, but there's some lady filming something back there. We're going to get a close-up shot of her as we drive out.
Looking kind of like, why are they videotaping me?
Well, why are you videotaping yourself? We have parked the car for a moment. My boyfriend is going into this coffee house behind me to get us coffees. It's called Tiferet Coffee House. And Eugene is drinking Gatorade. So, the story I was told about the house by two of the neighbors was that the house was built like 50 years ago, and the guy that lived there was a hoarder, and his parents were paying the mortgage, and there used to be a really tall fence around the house, and stuff was like stacked up all the way to the fence, waiting on the fence, and his car that used to be parked in front was full of garbage, and there was only an area caved out for the driver to sit in. And when his parents died and stopped paying the mortgage, he couldn't pay the mortgage, the house got foreclosed on. It was bought by a guy who did a fix and flip. That was the person who did the improper remodel. And then he sold the house as move-in ready to a family who moved in and immediately started to find mold all the way from the basement to the attic. The moldy smell was making them sick. And apparently they're the ones who decided to rent it on Airbnb. And people, I understand why you did it, because you couldn't afford to fix your house up correctly, and you couldn't afford to sell it at a major loss. And you couldn't just sell it and pretend you didn't know what happened, because you did know, and there might have been some evidence that you knew, so the next people could sue you. And you might have not found it in time to sue the previous person, or you might have bought it as some kind of like short sale or as is or something where you can't sue the previous person. So you kind of got stuck, and you couldn't rent it as like a regular rental where somebody signs a lease and moves in for like months or years, because that person would sue you because of the mold. The only thing you could do is rent it out on Airbnb short term and hope that nobody discovered the mold. But I did. That house is legally uninhabitable because of that mold. And I couldn't legally and would never honestly consider doing something like that to my house and then renting it out. It's pretty ironic that I'm in the middle of having my house fixed up properly, and I stayed in a house that didn't have it done properly. So that's the backstory. And what can you people do about it? Well, I'm sorry to say this. You're going to have to do whatever it takes to have the house actually fixed up properly, because you can't just rent it out to people, even short term. You are very lucky that the person who discovered it is me, because I'm basically like desensitized to black mold.
Oh, it made me sneeze so much the first night.
From
I
living
was
in
just
a
hanging
house
out and watching TV next to the air vent
that already
comes
has
from
really
under.
bad black mold. I'm not trying to talk over you, but I'm trying to get going. It made him sneeze, it made me sneeze, but we have lived in a house with much worse mold than that for a long time. If somebody moved in there who'd never been exposed to mold before, that person could get deathly ill and they could sue you. So you have to get it fixed, and I might have to contact Airbnb or contact you about making a complaint and getting my money back. I did find out that Airbnb will not refund your money if you complain about mold unless you have a proper mold test done. So I did take some mold samples. I'm gonna end this video now. Eugene's getting restless. We're gonna get back on the road.
There's Eugene.
Bye. There's Eugene.
Eugene.
Bye now.
Eugene. Say
Say
hi.
bye.
Say bye.
We're confusing him. Bye, people. Bye, people. Please like this video, share this video, watch my other videos, and subscribe to my channel. And just to let you know, we're on our way to another Airbnb in another city. What city we're going to is a surprise, but that's where we're headed, so I'm going to be making another one of these videos. Hopefully, this one will not involve toxic black mold.